Hello everyone, JBanks313 here, and this video is going to be pretty much about the Guardian Warrior tree. Now I'm going to show you how to spec for equally dungeons and for PvP. I'm right here in the Vega, and I'm going to go ahead and start the tree. Alright, these are my talents for Guardian spec, so let's go ahead and get started on that. First, you have Fearless. Increase the effect time of current skill by 5 seconds. You want to do that. Precision. Increase your melee and range hit chance by 5%. You got Charge. Heavy Clash. Increases the damage of charge skill by 1 for every 25 armor count. Also increases damage of Pounding Glow skill by 1 for every 33 armor count. So that brings your Pounding Glow and your charge attack power up. Increases max HP by 10%. Lasts 5 minutes. The skill affects you and your allies within 10 meters. So that's pretty cool. We got Feint. Your Swift Strike skill has a 100% chance to make the target lock onto you for 8 seconds. That's good for tanking. You got Brutal Impulsion. When you are critically hit by a ranged skill attack or a spell attack, the cooldown time of your charge skill will finish immediately. So let's say a assassin critically hits you. And, matter of fact, good example. Let's say a ranger hits you for critical damage. And you charged him already. And he tries to run away. You can charge him a second time. So that's pretty cool. All healing spell effects on you are increased by 10%. That's good for dungeons. That's really good for dungeons. Main Hand Expert increases your main hand weapon damage by 10%. Requires one-handed weapon equipped in main hand. And this is really important. This gives you a lot of health. Increases your total stamina by 10%. You're gonna need that. Shield Slap. This is mostly this helps in Aristar's Temple. And this helps in PvP a lot. Strike the target with your shield. The damage depends on the block value and armor count of the shield. This skill requires shield in your offhand. This spell will also make the target lock onto you for 12 seconds. Also good for dungeons and PvP. Your Shield Slap skill also stuns your enemy for 5 seconds. You have to get that to stun your enemy. And Barb Shield. This is for all the tanks that are tired of getting hit by rangers and them running away. Barb Shield is your successful blocks have a 50% chance to cause damage to the attacker and to restore 2% of your max HP. The damage depends on the block value and armor count of your shield. That's really cool. We got Guardian Stance. Reduces all damage taken by 20%. Requires a shield in your offhand. And you got Rampart. Reduces melee and range damage taken by 5%. And it requires a shield in your offhand. Now this skill can stack up to 3 times. So that's 15%. It reduces 15% of the damage taken. That's really good. Elite Defender. I'll put that down for 2. Increase your damage. Increase your dodge, parry, and block chance by 2%. And then you have your final spec of the Guardian. And that is Counter Stance. In this stance, your block chance increases 10%. You also strike back with 45% main hand weapon damage whenever you take physical damage. This skill will also make all targets in 10 meter range radius lock on to you for 10 seconds. I'll be back for battle stance, for things that you need to spec in battle.